Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well here in the second week of class. How does your values, faith, and beliefs shape your view of women's role in leadership, both inside and outside the domain of religion? Um, wow, this is a one that really hits home for me. I grew up in Indiana in a typical Midwestern small town. I guess from a different era than most of the most of the folks here in the class, seeing as how I just turned 42. So I think that things were definitely less progressive, less mindful in the era that I grew up in, especially in the treatment of women as equals and things like that. Having said that, the church that I grew up in and the place that I grew up in, certainly women were never mistreated. None of the men that I knew mistreated women, but I wouldn't say that they were viewed as equals. They sort of fulfilled or were expected to fulfill a different sort of role in life and in the home. Um, I grew up with two older sisters, no brothers, and neither one of my sisters were athletes at all. My mom wasn't an athlete, but I was, I guess you would consider a jock. I mean, I played three sports in high school, played golf professionally, and that sort of thing. So women did not have a role in the sports world in the era that I grew up in. But I was taught to respect women inside and outside of the church and the home. Um, Fast forward to my life today, I'm now a coach. I have two daughters who are 6 and 8, who I consider both of them athletes and are heavily involved in sport. In fact, my oldest daughter, obviously, her name is Augusta, so she's named after golf. And my wife is someone that is into sports as well, in particular the game of basketball and the NBA. So um, I see women much differently now than I did then in the world of sport. I don't really see them any differently in the real world or in the world of religion. Um, I respected them then and I respect them now, but I see their value as leaders and coaches and sometimes bringing more empathy than their male counterparts. I don't think that women are, I don't see them the same as men. I don't think that that's fair. They're equally as important, but I don't think that they're the same, the same person. Obviously, I think that there's a lot of differences, and I think both differences are good. In our home, my wife and I both have sort of specific personality traits that benefit our children really well, and I think that a coaching staff could be the same way. If I'm a head coach again, and I hope that I will be, I'm going to do everything I can to have a woman on the staff because it's something that I value. My wife is someone that I lean heavily on in my world when I was a head coach, soliciting her opinion on things, and sometimes that different perspective can really be beneficial. Um, yeah, that's my answer in a roundabout way to that one. Hope you guys are having a good week, and we will see you soon.